Hi, everybody. This is Brandon Hewitt. I'm an attorney here with Michigan Auto Law, and I am here with Michael Alfano, who is our latest scholarship winner with our Car Accident Survivor Scholarship. Mikey, thank you so much for joining us today. And I know it's taking time out of your day, so thank you so much for being with us. And I just wanted to talk with everybody watching a little bit about you, Mike. Just give us a little bit of background about you, and then I want to talk about your amazing experience that you wrote to us about, and really inspired everybody here at the office. And it was kind of a no-brainer to give you a scholarship. So, tell us a little bit about where you're from, and just give us a little bit of background about you, and then let's talk about your experience.
Okay, sure. Well, currently I'm a senior at the University of Georgia. I'm majoring in economics, minoring in history. I'm from Conyers, Georgia, which is 20 miles outside of Atlanta. And I started out my first 2 years at a junior college, and then I then transferred to the University of Georgia. And so I graduate in May, which I'm pretty excited about.
Awesome. Congratulations. And you have particular plans for when you graduate, right?
Yes, I sure do. I'm wanting to hopefully go into law school. Well, I am going to law school in August, and I'm still in the midst of my decision right now. But the accident that I was in was sort of the impetus for that, and we'll talk about that later, I'm sure.
That's fantastic. Now, do you want to tell us where you're thinking about going to law school? Is it a tough competition?
Well, yeah, it's absolutely. So right now, I only applied to 3 schools. I know I wanted to stay in the Southeast, so I applied to Emory, the University of Georgia, and Virginia as well. Thankfully, I was able to get some debt mitigating dollars to attend each place. But I'm still sort of in the decision of weighing reputation and rigor, and then also how much debt I'm going to have to take on, or I'm going to have to pay back rather whenever I get out of law school. So I'm hoping that Georgia will throw more money my way, and I would love to stay here in Athens because Athens is a beautiful place. But if not, then Charlottesville or Decatur are both fine areas with both great law schools.
Well, hopefully this scholarship helps you a little bit.
Yeah.
And if they know anything about what you've told us as far as about your history and your experience, I can't imagine that they wouldn't be rolling out the red carpet for you. So let's talk about what brought us together. And it's this horrible event that happened to you that led to some really great inspiration for your future career, right?
Correct.
Okay. So tell everybody here what happened, and take us through, I guess, your experience.
Okay, sure. So it was actually while I was at junior college, my very first semester there, I was in a car accident. I was going through a traffic light, and I was hit head on. I was driving a little Honda Civic at the time, and so I had a utility van that hit me. So a big object and a small object, and so my car really sort of crumpled. And they got the jaws of life, and they got me out of the car, and they life flighted me to Atlanta Medical Hospital in Atlanta, and I stayed there for about 2 weeks. When I finally woke up from the medically induced coma that they put me in, I sort of realized that I was missing some of my fingers, and I asked my mom, because the doctors weren't in at the time, where are the fingers at? And she said that they were burned off, and she said that because I had a brain contusion where my brain was bleeding whenever I got to the hospital, they had to prioritize healing the swelling before they could get to my fingers. By the time they were able to reduce the swelling on my brain, my fingers had disintegrated to the point to where they really couldn't save them, so they had to amputate them. The next year actually of rehabilitation, I had a knee injury, a wrist injury, and that whole process took me out of school. I could no longer go to school. I just had to focus in on healing my body, and that's what I did day in, day out. And it was a struggle physically, and it was a struggle mentally. I would watch on TV these commercials of these sort of fake car accident guys, these car accident lawyers, and it would really make me angry because they would portray an accident as if it was, a get-rich-quick scheme, when in reality it's not. It's an emotional tribulation. I mean, it's a physical trial on somebody, and to portray it in such a jackpot sort of way was sort of it angered me a lot. And so, anyways, whenever I finally did rehabilitate, I sort of, I said that I think I want to be a lawyer that changes the industry. I want to be a lawyer that can not only empathize, or not only can sympathize, but actually empathize with a client, and know what they're going through, know the physical and the mental struggles, and hopefully change sort of the persona of the industry of ambulance chaser, and that you, I'm sure, get from all these guys that are on TV. And I really want to change the industry, and so the accident was the change and was the catalyst, and it was terrible, but I'm grateful for it because my life has purpose now. I want to do something for other people, so I don't regret it. If I could say that, I don't regret it.
That's something really interesting to hear somebody say, coming out of such a horrific experience. I mean, the fact that you can look back on it and say that you are in a better place now maybe than even you were beforehand, because it's given you, like you said, purpose. I mean, I don't know that really anybody can say that, let alone somebody who had to go through such pain. I mean, you said that you were in your great essay you sent us. You said you were putting basically skin regrowth cream on your hands 3 times a day, right?
Yeah, it was pretty painful.
Yeah, that's insane. So where are you at now? Are you, you said you lost some of your fingertips. You've adjusted really well. Do you feel like you are back to being you, or better version of you?
So I do think I'm a better version of me, not physically, but mentally and psychologically. But as far as the physical side, I do have difficulty writing with a pencil. I have to get extra time on test because I've had to change the way I hold a pencil, and so it bears down on my fingers weird, and so that's been a struggle. But after going through rehabilitation on my knee and on my wrist, I'm able to do push-ups, I'm able to work out again, I'm able to run again. So if I could give a percentage of probably how much I've recovered physically, I would probably say 95%, and that 5% being the limitations of my hand, of what I can do with my hand.
That's fantastic to hear. But what I want everybody to know, and I think what you're saying, is that it's a long process that people don't get to see, right? That the commercials don't show you, that the jury certainly doesn't get to see. This is something that you lived with every day for a very long time, and you should be really proud of yourself for where you've gotten, where you come from, and where you are now. We're very proud of you, and we're so glad that you reached out to us, and hopefully we can follow you in your career. And I think that I mentioned to you before that fighting the solicitation, fighting that kind of reputation of ambulance chasing, and that it's just about a big lottery ticket. That reputation is something that we here at Michigan Auto Law really try to fight against as well. And so people like you that share that ideal, hopefully we can follow each other as years go by and see how you're doing.
I hope to join you in the battle.
Great, fantastic. Well, Mike, I really appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on the scholarship again. Good luck on the additional scholarships. You're going to be a great attorney. I already know that. And Georgia or Emory or anywhere else that you've applied to, they're going to be extremely lucky to have you.
Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Great. Thanks again, Mike.